And I got into basketball, and I got into fucking girls, you know? And I started drifting apart from him. But I still respected him, I still loved him, you know? You just get older, you think you have all the fucking answers. Once you get that first hair that comes out of your dick, I'm a man! What the fuck talking to me like that, bitch? I'm in the 7th grade, I got a mustache and shit. You know, that's us, that's all of us, every fucking man in this room. When we're 12, fuck you, cocksucker, I'll beat my father up. I knew that was never gonna fucking happen at 12. I didn't have no guns or nothing. I had like a water pistol and a fucking yo-yo or some shit. Where am I going with this? But you know, that's what happens. That's what fucking happens. So I started like drifting apart from him. Then he caught me with a girl. I was dry humping this girl one day and he came home and I put her in the closet. We weren't fucking, she had clothes on. We were just dry humping like 2 momos in the 6th grade. And this motherfucker came in. He's like, what's going on here? I go, nothing. He goes, And he opened up the closet. Like he had every fucking thing I tried to do, he figured out. Like if I'd steal a bicycle and try to hide it, he'd fucking find it. Everything I did, he was one of those motherfuckers. Hey dog, I found that fucking $20 bill you stole. He used to have money everywhere. Once I turned like 12, I'm like, I'm gonna rob this motherfucker. He had money everywhere. He had a bottle of fucking hundreds that he would put change in at night. So I would take all the change out and he would say, what happened to my change? I don't know. And he would say, how the fuck don't you know? It's you, me, and your mother. Unless your mother fucking stole the money, I didn't fucking steal it. And him and my mother would get into arguments and I'd sit there going, fuck, because mom would stick up for me. My son would never rob you. Fuck yeah, I robbed this motherfucker. He had thousands in that house, thousands. But he knew he would take his hair out and put it in the rubber band. He'd turn the rubber band around 3 times and count them. Oh, this motherfucker he'd write on the first 3 bills, because sometimes I'd just pull them out, so he'd write on it. So all he had to do was look at the thing and go, somebody stole my fucking money. And he kept telling my mother, somebody keeps stealing my money. My mother's like, who's gonna steal your money, dog? You're hallucinating. Somebody's stealing my money. Then one day he set me up. He put the money on the counter. I was too stupid. And when I went to go for the fucking rubber band broke and all the $100 bills were floating in the air. And he comes right in, he's like, ah! It was you that was robbing me all these fucking years. I mean, I was a fucking, you know, it wasn't that I didn't love him. I just thought he was going against me, that we were bumping heads. I just thought that, fuck it, I'm gonna rob this motherfucker until he taps out. And at that, there was this guy, Pani Awa, that means bread and water. He used to hang out at my mother's bar. He was a heroin dealer from Newark or Patterson, and he would make calls out of the payphone. And one day they raided the fucking bar because of him. And my stepfather went ballistic. He's like, what the fuck did I tell you about talking on the phone and letting those people in there? Now, and my father bailed my mother out. He took the money he had put away, because at this time he still had the 2 butcher shops and the flower shop, but he had teamed up with my mother's arch nemesis in the bookmaking operation. The guy needed help with muscle, so he went to work for that guy as muscle. So we had this crack in the fucking house. But all he was doing was fighting against my mother, because my mother was fucking around with drugs, and they were just at each other's neck, and here I'm trying to fucking rob him and bust his balls. So it just was going somewhere else, you know? And he would tell me, you might as well go to the bar, you're gonna end up like one of those fucking losers anyway. And I would really get pissed off. So